can see that in some cases are quite important thing because it's a verb and it's the verb être. Okay, être means to be. Okay, so as in many languages, the to be is quite useful. Just for simple reason, you tend to use it quite often, and then we can use it to construct some composed tenses that we'll see a bit later. Okay, so let's see how it goes at the present form. Le verbe être first is je suis.
Je suis.
Je suis. Okay.
Je suis.
Je, it's the pronoun personnel, so it's I. Okay. Suis.
Suis.
I am. Okay.
Je suis.
Je suis. All right.
Je suis.
Then second person. Tu es. Okay.
Tu es.
So remember, être is really tricky, especially when it comes to pronunciations. Okay, so first one, suis, as you've been noticing, you don't pronounce the final S, okay? And for tu, then you get this combination of letters, okay? But then basically the sound you will pronounce or you will produce is est, okay? Tu es, all right? Je suis, tu next one. So you get this il, okay, so it's a capital letter, but then it's I, and you've been noticing you don't pronounce the final S, okay? And for tu, then you get this combination of letters, okay? But then basically the sound you will pronounce or you will produce is est, okay? Tu es, all right? Je suis, tu es, okay? So let's see the next one. So you get this il, okay, so it's a capital letter, but then it's I and then elle, okay, il, so it's he, okay, masculine form, and then elle, she, so feminine form, okay, and this is the verb. So il est, or then elle est. So you can notice that even if we write them differently, this like that and like that, we pronounce them the same way. And that's usually the difficult thing, with the French language. What you write and what you pronounce can be quite different. Okay, so remember, je suis, tu es, il est, elle est. Okay, so let's see how the next one comes. Here it's nous, okay? Sorry about that. Oops. Nous sommes. Okay, nous sommes. Okay, so you don't pronounce the final S here, it doesn't exist. Sommes. Nous sommes. Okay, then the next one is coming. Vous êtes.
Vous
Same
êtes.
thing here. Notice that final S is not pronounced. Et. Okay? And then in French, we tend to have this liaison. So liaison is like a link, okay, that we can make between the words. So in that case, vous is ending with S, and then you tend to make a little link between them. So vous êtes.
Vous êtes.
It goes like that. Vous êtes. Okay?
Vous êtes.
Vous êtes.
Vous êtes.
Vous êtes. Alright, so let's see one more time. Je suis.
Je suis.
Tu es.
Tu es.
Il est.
Il
Elle
est.
est.
Elle est.
Nous
Nous
sommes.
sommes.
Vous êtes.
Vous êtes.
Okay, and let's see the last one.
Elles sont.
Il. Okay, so you can notice that even if you've got this S at the end, and then here you don't have anything, well, you pronounce them the same way. Okay? Il, singular form, il, plural form. Okay? Ils sont,
Ils
final
sont.
T not pronounced. Ils sont.
Elles sont.
Elles sont. Okay? Ils sont. elles sont. So let's see it again. Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. All right? One more thing to notice, because it's quite important. This vous form, okay, can be used for the plural, of course, and then it's the polite form that we use if you meet someone for the first time. Let's say it's someone that you are connected to professionally, or it's someone important, or then in that case, or then you don't know this person, you should use definitely this vous. Okay, for the first time, it's the polite form. After that, you can decide whether you want to use this tu form, okay, which is normally quite common in French. But then first, remember that vous is better. Okay, let's see a few examples now. Okay, first, I've been writing this question. So, quelle est votre nationalité? Okay, so here to show you that it's here. Quelle means what, est is, votre, your. So it's according to this vous. Okay, so the polite form of your, and then nationalité. Nationality. Okay, so let's repeat the question. Quelle est votre nationalité? All right. And in French, we tend to raise the voice at the end when we've got this little point d'interrogation. If it's a question, don't be afraid to go like and raise a little bit at the end. Okay. So, quelle est votre nationalité? Okay. Quelle est votre nationalité? So if you want to present or to say where you're from, okay? So we're using this être for that, you know. Je suis. Okay, so you get here. It's already. And then you put this français. Français. Okay. It's French. Je suis français. Je suis français. Okay? Then, not.
So for me, Indien.
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 Indien. Indien.
Indien.
Indien.
Indien. Je suis indien.
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 Je suis indien. Okay.
Another example.
Quel est
votre nom de famille? Famille, family, nom, name. So nom de famille, family name, last name if you want. Okay. Quel, it's still what. Okay. In that case, it's written like that. So we will see that in a coming lesson, but just to inform you, that's the masculine form, just because nom is masculine, and here you've got the feminine form because nationalité is feminine. Okay. But then we pronounce them the same way. So, quel est, what is, votre, your nom de famille, so family name or last name. Okay, it's a question. Quel est votre nom de famille? Okay, so it's not the opera or something that you want to sing. Okay, so just raise a little bit your voice at the end of the question. Okay, so the answer, c'est le François. So it's interesting because you can see that we've got this c'est here, and it doesn't show in the examples that we saw previously, or for the conjugation, just because it's se. Well, basically you could translate it like it is, or this is, or yeah, it is. Okay, c'est le François.
C'est
okay,
le François.
The last one. Quelle est sa profession? Okay. Quelle est sa profession?
Quelle est sa profession?
Is, so être, same. Sa, so it's her.
So sa is basically his or her
profession. Okay. Elle est directrice. Elle est directrice.
So it's his or
so
her.
She's a director. And then it's the feminine form here. All right. So the last lesson was introduction of le verbe être, okay, and I thought it would be more logical to continue with le verbe avoir. So avoir means to have, okay,
Avoir,
and
to
for
have.
the same reason as to be. Okay, it's really useful and really used, so you should definitely know this verb avoir by heart if you want to master French language. Okay, so let's see that the verb avoir. Okay, and so we'll see the different forms. So the first one is j'ai.
J'ai.
Okay, j'ai.
J'ai.
All right. So if you remember correctly, we had this je personal pronoun, and then when it comes near another vowel like a, for instance, then it tends to disappear. Okay, so just to avoid pronouncing this je, because we think that in French it doesn't sound that beautiful, so we tend to take this away. Okay, so that you get this sound j'ai. J'ai. Okay, so J apostrophe AI. Remember, when you combine this AI, you get the E sound. Okay?
J'ai.
Second one. Tu as. Okay? As usual in French, final S is not pronounced. Tu as. Tu as. Okay, first one. J'ai. Tu as. Then comes il, so masculine form, he.
J'ai.
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 Tu as.
Tu as.
Tu as.
Tu as.
I, okay, il, he, elle, she. Okay, and then a. So as you can notice, second form as is pronounced a, and this is a. Same pronunciation in both cases. Okay? Then nous avons.
Nous
Final
avons.
S not pronounced. Avons. Okay? And
Nous
then we
avons.
tend to make this little link, as I said previously in the lesson, for être. You make this link between the two, so nous avons.
Nous avons.
Nous avons.
Nous avons.
Okay. Nous avons.
Hey guys!
Nous avons.
Alright, when is it?
That's it. Next one. Same thing. A little liaison, little link between the two. Okay. Vous avez.
Vous avez.
Vous avez.
Vous avez.
All right. And the last one. So same thing. If you can see, you get this final S and final S here. Okay. And then you will have to make the little link between the two. Ils ont.
Ils ont.
Ils ont.
Ils ont.
Ils ont.
Ils ont.
Okay, and then feminine form. Elles ont.
Elles ont.
Elles ont.
Elles ont.
All right, let's see the whole thing one more time. J'ai.
J'ai.
Tu as.
Tu as.
Il a.
Il a.
Elle a.
Elle a.
Nous avons.
Nous avons.
Vous avez.
Vous avez.
Ils ont.
Ils ont.
Elles ont.
Elles ont.
Okay, so let's see now.
Okay, let's do it again.
Just to make it elles between the two. Elles ont. All right, let's see the whole thing one more time. J'ai.
J'ai.
Tu as.
Tu as.
Il a.
Il a.
Elle a.
Elle a.
Nous avons.
Nous avons.
Vous avez.
Vous avez.
Ils ont.
Ils ont.
Elles ont.
Elles ont.
Okay?
So I have to explain you guys what it means in English as well, right? So we'll do this one first, and then I'll go back to the to be as well. Okay. So for now, to have, and that's
And feminine form. Elle. All right. Let's see the whole thing one more time. J'ai.
j'ai. That is I have.
Tu as.
Tu as. That is you have.
Il a.
Il a. That is this. Il a. That is he has. Elle a. That is she has. So all this words I will explain the next one as well, where what it means. I, you, we, she, he. I'll explain just in a second. But till then, il a, elle a, which is il a, that is he has, elle a, that is she has.
Elle a,
Nous avons,
nous avons,
nous avons, that is we have. Nous avons,
vous avez,
vous avez, that is you have. No, hold on. That one is in a different manner, basically.
ils ont, elles ont. Okay, so let's see now. Just to make it more clear, remember, so I in French is je, you,
One
it's
sec.
tu, he, il, she, elle. Ah,
Okay. So we were looking for yes, vous avez, that is you have. Tu as is you have too. Okay.
that's it. Next one. Same thing, the little liaison, little link between the two, okay? Vous avez. Vous avez. All right? And the last one, lieu et more clear. Remember, so I in French is je.
Je,
You, it's tu.
tu,
He,
elle,
il.
il,
She,
elle,
elle. We, nous. You, so as in English, first use for the plural, a group of person, okay? And then second use the polite form for you, one person, okay? Vous,
vous.
il,
So you guys can listen that one again.
nous.
Not that one. Yes.
You,
You.
so as in English, first use for the plural,
For the
a
for
group
the
of
plural.
person, okay?
Group of
And then
person.
second use the polite form for you, one person.
You, one
Okay.
person.
Vous,
Vous.
il,
Il.
elle.
Il, that
One last
is
time.
they, which is masculine. Il, ILS, this one, the last one. And then L, that is they as well, but feminine. So they are beautiful. That means a group of females. They are beautiful. They are handsome, a group of men. So il, that is il for that masculine group, or elle, that's for feminine group.
Tu, il,
Il, elle,
elle,
nous,
nous,
vous,
vous.
il, elle.
Discover le verbe aller. So the verb
Aller, to go.
aller means to go. So it's really useful because, well, we tend to use it like that. So for the main to go reason quite often. And we use it as also, like in many languages, for what we call the futur proche, so the near future. I am going to, and then you put a verb at the infinitive. So it is quite used, especially in the oral language. We tend to maybe use it a little bit more than the real future. Okay, so let's see how you conjugate this aller verbe.
Aller, voilà.
The first form is
Voilà.
je vais.
Je
Okay,
vais.
so remember,
I
final
go.
S not pronounced
Je
here.
vais.
Je vais. Okay, when you combine this A-I, you get the sound E, really open. Okay, je vais. D'accord? Tu vas. Final S doesn't exist. Tu vas. Tu vas. Okay, then we've got this il. So remember, il, it's for the masculine form, so he, okay, and then elle, she, okay, and then you get the va form. Basically, you pronounce it like for the tu because you don't pronounce the final S, okay? Il va, elle va, okay? Je vais, tu vas, il va, elle
Elle
va.
va.
Then nous, so we, plural form. Nous allons. Okay, and if you, so final S not pronounced. And then if you are purist, and I'm sure you are, you want to make this beautiful little liaison, so this little link between the words. So it does mean that you will have to pronounce this z sound. Okay, listen to me. Nous allons. Nous allons. Okay, nous allons. That's it. Same thing here. We'll have this little link
Nous allons.
between the two.
Vous allez.
Vous allez.
Vous allez.
Vous allez. And the last one. So remember, here you get this S just to make the difference between the singular and the plural, because when you put the plural form normally you tend to add S at the end of the words, okay, like here. But then you don't pronounce it. So ils vont, final T, not pronounced. Ils vont. And then feminine form. Elles vont. All right, let's see everything again. Je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. All right, and then just few.
So those last two are they. They are going. They are going. So L, that is they, a group of masculine people, male basically, and elles vont, that is group of females, that is they. They are going. Vous allez, that is you are going. Vous allez, you go. Nous allons. Nous allons. Nous allons, that is we are going.
J'y vais. Je vais.
Examples just to show you how useful this aller verb can be, because we tend to use this aller verb when you want to ask if someone is doing fine, okay? So the first question, how do you do, in French is comment, so how,
Comment
allez-vous?
allez-vous?
And then same thing here, little link between the two. Comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
All right. So I've been putting this vous form here for the first example, just to show you that if you meet someone for the first time, then it's better to use this vous. So here, the vous form, so because it's the polite form. Okay, comment allez-vous? Okay, it's a question, so raise a little bit your voice at the end.
Okay.
Like, comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Okay, you see? Comment allez-vous? All right. So answer when you want to say, I'm doing fine. Okay. Je vais bien. And then you
So
say,
comment
merci. Thank you.
So comment allez-vous? That means how are you? In English, how are you? That is como. Let's hear the pronunciation by Google.
Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Comment?
Comment allez-vous?
Let's remove this.
Comment?
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 Comment? Allez.
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 Vous.
Vous. Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
So in how are you, the are you, it goes by dash. That was, what do you call dash again? You call it tier. Tier. T-I-I-T. Tier.
Tiret.
Tiret. My bad. Tiret.
Tiret.
Tiret. I have to go somewhere tomorrow in the morning, so I'm a little bit worried about waking up tomorrow. So I'm not gonna be worried anymore.
Tiret.
Tiret. Tiret.
Tiret.
Tiret.
Tiret.
Tiret. Right? That's how it is.
Vais bien, merci.
Zevi.
So now, if you know the person, okay, you get two options. I mean, and then for you that if you meet someone for
Comment
the first
allez-vous?
time, then it's
How are you?
well,
Comment
it's
allez-vous?
better to use this vous. So here, the vous form. So because it's the
Try to learn the accent with it as well. So in that way, you will be able to pronounce it in a proper way. I got 7 in speaking in English as well. I still, even though my accent is good, which a lot of people here, white and my black friends told me, I still had some pronunciation, some accent issues as well when I was describing a certain scenario or I was trying to answer certain questions, right? I still had that issue. So try to learn the accent while you're learning the language as well, so you will be able to pronounce it properly when it's time for you to do speaking in terms of your exam, right? So that's about it. I have got 7.5 in English, so comment down if you want me to start English lectures as well. Just, you never know if anyone wants it.
okay. Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Okay, it's a question, so raise a little bit your voice at the end.
Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Again, guys, I'm learning French with you, so I hope nobody judges me. I try my best, and if I'm making any mistakes or anything, please comment down and I will improve that as well. If you want to learn in a certain way or something, if you want me to share my notes, I can do that as well. Let me know. I'll learn. I don't know how to do that, but I'll try to do something and then I'll share the notes as well.
You see, comment allez-vous?
Comment
All
allez-vous?
right. So answer when you want to say, I'm doing fine. Okay. Je vais bien.
Je
And
vais
then you
bien.
say, merci.
Merci.
Thank you. Je vais bien.
Je vais
Merci.
bien. Merci.
So now, if you know the person, okay, you get two options. I mean, normally that's the most used one.
Okay, let's.
Je vais bien. Merci.
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 The answer when you want to say, I'm doing fine. Okay. Je vais bien. And then you say, merci.
So it totally depends on the pronunciation. If you hear this guy is saying different pronunciation than Google, right? Hear that.
Je vais bien. Merci.
This one is saying bien. This one is saying bien. So it's the O. Oh, because I typed it wrong. Ah, my bad. My bad.
Je vais bien, merci.
Je vais bien, merci. My bad. Totally. My bad. Shit. Fuck. Okay. Je vais bien, merci. Je vais bien, merci.
Je vais bien, merci.
Je vais bien, merci.
Thank you. Je vais bien, merci.
Je vais bien, merci.
So now,
I'm doing well, thanks.
if you know the person, okay, you get two options. I mean, normally that's the most used one. The first one would be comment vas-tu? Okay, so in that case, you just switch and you change this you, so polite form, and you change it with this tu form. Comment vas-tu? Okay. Well, answer can be the same, you know. Je vais bien, merci. Okay. And the other one, comment ça va? Okay. It would be like impersonal form. Okay. So you're not really addressing directly to the person. No, thank you. Je vais bien, merci. So now, if you know the person, okay, you get two options. I mean, normally that's the most used one.
So that is when you know somebody. That one is like someone stranger, basically.
How, comment, someone is doing fine. Okay. How useful this aller verb can be, because we tend to use this aller verb when you want to ask if someone is doing fine. Okay. So the first question, how do you?
He said someone is doing fine, right? So basically, someone that you don't know, or even if you know. So, comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? This one. Hold on now.
Can you say? I mean, normally that's the most used one. The first one would be comment vas-tu?
Comment vas-tu?
Okay, so in that case, you just
Here we go.
Comment vas-tu?
Comment vas-tu?
switch and you change this you, so polite form, and you change it with this tu.
Oh, that's a polite form.
Comment
Okay.
vas-tu? Okay. Well, answer can be the same, you know. Je vais bien, merci. Okay. And the other one, comment ça va? Okay. It would be like impersonal form. Okay. So you're not really addressing directly to the person. How is it going? Could be translated. Could be translated like that in English. Okay. Comment ça va? Okay. You raise a little bit at the end. Comment ça va? And then same thing. You can answer with ça va, merci. Okay, so let's
Okay, let's do that
first
again.
switch and you change this you, so polite form, and you change it with this tu form. Comment vas-tu? Okay. Well, answer can be the same, you know. Je vais bien, merci. Okay. And the other one, comment ça va?
Comment
Okay.
ça va?
It would be like impersonal form. Okay, so you're not really addressing directly to the person. How is it going? Could be translated. Could be translated like that in English. Okay. Comment ça va? Okay. You raise a little bit at the end. Comment ça va? And then same thing. You can answer with ça va, merci. Okay. So let's read them. Comment allez-vous? Je vais bien, merci. Comment vas-tu? Je vais bien, merci. Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Ça va, merci.
Ça va, merci.
We will discover le verbe s'appeler.
Okay, let's do this. Comment ça va? And let's do that in French. There you go.
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va? How are you? Right? And then you go. So always try to include the translator as well in your menu. And try to include translate Google Translate as well with you, so that you can have a proper understanding of the pronunciation. Ça va, merci, merci, merci. So R again, R like a little bit, right? So it's better to do that. So you are learning the pronunciation. In beginning, you will be, bad. Then it will be okay. Then you will be good. So you always start with bad. So that's okay. But try to do as many times as you can. Ça va, merci. So again, let's go back. Let's do it again.
Change it with this tu form. Comment vas-tu? Okay. Well, answer can be the same, you know. Je vais bien, merci. Okay.
Comment allez-vous?
And the other one, comment
Je-
ça va? Okay. It would be like impersonal form. Okay. So you're not really addressing directly to the person. How is it going? Could be translated. Could be translated like that in English.
vais
Okay.
bien.
Comment ça va? Okay. You raise a little bit at
Ça
the
va,
end.
merci.
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
And then same thing. You
Ça
can
va,
answer
merci.
with ça va, merci.
Ça va, merci.
Okay, so let's read them.
So it's
Comment?
also the rhythm, right? Ça va, merci. Oh, I'm good, thanks, right? The rhythm. You're gonna say, I'm good. That's aggressive, right? That means you're not really good, but you're just trying to show off. So that's also, again, that's in-depth understanding, but we are just learning right now the ABCs, but then we will learn that as well. Ça va, merci. Ça va, merci. Right? Ça va, that means, it's okay, I'm good. Ça va, merci. Right? Oh, I'm good, thanks. Right? It's also the expression, how you say it, the tone, that all goes into it.
Je vais bien, merci. And then same thing. You can answer
Ça va,
with
merci.
ça va, merci.
Merci.
Okay, so let's read them.
Merci.
Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Je vais bien, merci.
Je vais bien, merci.
Comment vas-tu?
Comment vas-tu?
Je vais bien,
Je vais
merci.
bien, merci.
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Ça va, merci.
Okay, we're gonna keep this one to this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yes, keep going, guys. It's all about consistency. My deadline is August to September, and I'm really in a bad spot. But you know, you always keep the positivity, you always keep the optimism when everything is going against you, and it will work out in the end for everybody. So chill down. You know, I'm on my let's not discuss where I am right now in terms of my visa, but I'm not in a good spot. So I'm worse than everyone here in the country. So you know, you still keep good energy. You still stay on it. Doesn't matter what is going on. You get the best out of what you have been given, day by day, second by second. That's how you win every day. You cannot see 10 miles down the road what's gonna happen. You have to take step by step. Otherwise, you're gonna mess up thinking what's already down the road right now. You're gonna mess up right now if you keep thinking that. It will come eventually. So why are you wasting your time, your energy right now, making it worse by thinking what can happen? Because that can change anytime. Doesn't matter, right? So just focus right now, step by step. Thank you guys, and I hope you loved it. And yes, keep going. Peace.